Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Cobra Kai. This episode 2 of the 5th season. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reintroduction of season 5, and obviously Miguel is on the hunt to find his father. We have obviously Johnny. He is trying to find Miguel with the help of Robbie. Actually, they've gone on a road trip. Robbie didn't actually know the full meaning of obviously their trip. He obviously knew that Johnny said they're going to spend some time together and bond and reconnect, but also it is to go and try and find Miguel. And then we've got Daniel LaRusso with Chosen, but Danny's decided to close his dojo. Now, we did see last season that obviously the three senseis decided to, you know, put a bet on the line, and it was whichever dojo didn't actually win something at the All Valley tournament would actually have to close. And I actually thought that LaRusso was going to not stick by that, you know. I thought that he was going to say, look, mate, you know, if Cobra Kai actually lost, do you really think that Silver and John Kreese would have actually just laid down and just closed Cobra Kai? No, I don't think so. So why does, you know, Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang have to do the exact same? But he has stuck to his guns. He got all these people there. He told him that it's a war between him and obviously Silver. It's not between them. More kids are going to get hurt. They're expanding. They're going literally like nationwide. They've got commercials going. The dojo that they've just got is absolutely huge, and you know, he doesn't want them all involved. Now Sam, she's obviously wounded about that. She wants to get revenge. She's learning, she's training, she's watching videos of obviously what went wrong last season against Tora, and you know, she wants to still be in this fight. Now, speaking of Tora, we didn't really see anything about her. We didn't really see much of the pupils in general, if I'm being totally honest. The story is heavily focused on Miguel in Mexico trying to find his dad. Now, first of all, he went to the wrong place. Well, it seems to be the wrong place, looking for the wrong person, and he nearly got himself in a spot of trouble. But then he come outside, and then he heard somebody say his father's name again, and then he's seen another guy. Now, he's following him, and he seems like a really happy family man so far. And, you know, his kid ran onto the road, and Miguel ran over and he pulled him back in and saved him, and he was saying, like, you know, thank you, we're eternally grateful, so to speak, come to our house, we'll have dinner, you know, it's the least we can do. And obviously you could see Miguel, he was sat there, he was smiling, he was loving it, he was loving the whole family vibe. Now, he did phone Sam, and she kind of countered it, been a bit negative, but you know, you need that. She was saying, look, mate, there's got to be a reason why your mum didn't want you to meet your dad, or there's a reason why she fled to Ecuador and left him there without knowing that he's got a child. You got to think about this, mate. There's got to be something wrong, or something that she doesn't want you to find out, which does raise a question, and it is really interesting to see. Now, obviously, when Miguel did get off in Mexico, some guy stole his bag and stole some money off him, and then obviously when Johnny arrived, they'd done the same to him, but he didn't have none of it, mate. He started fighting him, he bust out his karate, do you know what I mean? He was taking him out, twisting it, doing a few flips. Robbie come over as well, drop kick somebody, they was all scrapping. Proper good family bonding session for them anyway. You know, Johnny thought that Robbie was going to be pissed pretty much because obviously he brought him on the trip to find Miguel, and he did give him some money to get the bus ride home, but Robbie said, no, mate, I'm staying. We'll do this together. At least we had a kick-ass family moment, which we love to see. So that's where we currently are. Oh, I forgot as well, mate. Chosen actually decided to swoop in, yeah, and become a member of Cobra Kai. So if Terry Silver doesn't actually notice who he is, then it's going to be interesting because he's learning the way of them. He's seen a way of karate that he's teaching the students, and he said that, you know, it's ruthlessness, it's you know, no mercy, and this is something that we you know, we can't really beat without actually knowing how and why he's using it. And the best way to kill a snake is cut it off at the head, and that is why he's joining and learning from the inside. So that's exciting as well. That is going to wrap up the intro. If you do enjoy today's episode, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into episode 2 of season 5 of Cobra Kai.
Again! Army training is not enough! Your hair must forget pain! Yare!
Oh. They do go to crazy extremes, don't they? Always put it back in.
It's no secret. Our past has been flawed. Sensei Kreese fell victim to his demons, but John Kreese is not Cobra Kai. Consider this their job interview. Let's all give it up. Champ is in the house.
So, you are a champion.
Yeah.
And I will not go easy on you.
She's still upset about last season. You respect it, mate.
Gracias, gracias. It's custom decal. No, Hector the Salazar.
If this Hector guy is so dangerous, I don't think we should just be throwing his name around.
Hey, you gotta shake the tree to get the apple.
That's true.
I see those quick reflexes. You gotta tell me where you learned to move like that. I'm surprised I never heard of you.
It's kind of why I'm here.
And get hectic here. He's from her previous marriage. Never had any kids of my own. I was almost a family man once. We started talking about having kids.
It's too bad.
I got a great idea. I'm going to El Hoyo Verde later. You gotta come out with me.
You are better than this. You are troubled. Maybe you do not want to train anymore now that you are champion.
Why be a sensei?
Honor.
That's it?
That is everything. No one take honor from you. Only you can take honor from yourself.
What are you working on with our champion?
First train the mind, then train the body.
Push! Attack!
Yes! Nice work, Nichols. Where are you from exactly, Sensei Joe?
Kyoto.
I've always loved the Fushimi Inari Shrine.
You don't want to give him, like, I thought the whole thing was to be like, sneak in, down low, gather, check stuff out, infiltrate from the inside. You don't want to raise suspicion straight away, do you? You don't want to put eyes on you, let him be wary, monitor your progress and who you're talking to and what you're learning. Do you know what I mean? Like, mole, that's what the episode's called. Maybe he finds out that he is the mole straight away, and then that would just be a waste, wouldn't it? Literally, just wasted the good opportunity that he's had.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna find Miguel without the van.
The thing will burn a hole right through you.
Oh, is it like a ghost chiller?
And I watch Hot Ones on YouTube.
I watch Hot Ones. That is so good.
This is our best shot.
They got two opportunities, technically. Both of them could do it separately.
That's my boy!
Uno más.
His makeup was really good. He well, like he was sweating his back out.
He's nothing like what you said he was. You were wrong about him. He's smart, he's generous, he's respected, he has his own business.
El Hoyo Verde.
Miguel, don't.
Come on, let's go.
I wonder if he's like a big crime boss. He's not going to put it in his mouth. He's not put it in his mouth. He's still got it in his hand. Oh, yo, that milk, that milk's not gonna do anything, is it, mate? Once you've drank a little bit, you need the whole pint. Literally, get the whole big jug and just guzzle it down. Robbie didn't eat that. I know for a fact he didn't. You know, it's like if you ever watched Damn Celebrity Get Me Out of Here and they're doing the eating trial, you got to see it go in, then you've got to see them chew it, and then you show it. Like, he done that. It's still in his hand.
Joe, what are you doing tonight? I'd love to hear more how a Japanese master ended up in the valley. Will you make sure Sensei Joe gets all my info?
Yo, I'm glad that he turned around and told her to give him his info. I was going to say, how does he know where he lives?
Excited to take things to the next level?
What's the point? You'll just pay to make me champion again. So you don't deny it?
You're the champion.
What am I supposed to do now? Just go back to normal and act like nothing happened?
Tournament was a matter of Cobra Kai's survival. If a person steals food to survive, are they cheating? Or are they doing what must be done? If you choose to leave, I won't hold it against you. But if you come back tomorrow, I will make you the future of this dojo.
But Sam, I don't know, man. Sam got some legitimate points took off last season in that final.
Yeah, I still don't know how you managed to eat that last chili.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah, I see.
What were you chewing on then?
Hey, bait and switch.
A hell of a story.
Miguel is with his dad.
I think I heard Hector say they were going someplace. El Hoyo Verde.
They're going to El Hoyo Verde.
Cage fighting.
Hey, Fortaleza. Dos.
So you're kind of like the mayor, huh?
Well, I made a lot of money back in the day, not in the restaurant business. The kind of business where you make a lot of friends, enemies too. Salud.
Salute. Still not said he's his son. He needs to not say it.
You are nervous, Daniel-san.
Remember, everything Silver does has a purpose.
My uncle tried to teach me about honor, but I was not ready to learn. My cowardice was exposed for all to see.
Stays there. She might learn from Chosen.
But don't let your guard down. If he sees a weakness, you may not even know until it's too late.
Yamazaki, 50-year-old. I promise that'll be the best whiskey you ever have. How long you been in the valley?
1 year. I was planning to retire when I saw your advertisement.
So why do you want the job?
You assume I want the job. Your students are well trained, especially your champion.
Well, our students are our legacy.
My father died when I was young.
What killed him?
Cowardice. I struggled with my own cowardice. I lost a fight. A fight I should have won. Rivalries die slow deaths, especially in Japan.
It's never too late to get the last laugh.
Yo, he just oozes rich. Do you not think? Like, when you look at him, he does look like the business, mate. He looks like he's got pure top dollar. Now, they didn't even touch any of that food, so... I mean, that's interesting. I'm still trying to figure out if he sussed it. Do you know what I mean? Like, what would have actually been decent for Chosen if he actually said, oh, fucking LaRusso, mate. Yeah, I know him. I hate him. Do you know what I mean? Because by saying that, you can kind of say, like, you fought him before and you can gain a connection with him there. And now you've got a mutual enemy, so to speak, even though, obviously, you're friends with Danny now. And, like, that way, he could trust you. You could be his crease, but you could be the mole. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know if he missed a trick there, but Miguel can't reveal that it's his dad here because once that's out there, you don't know how he's going to react. He looks like he's still in the illegal business. He's still a pretty scary dude. And, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's... do you know what I mean? He's saying to his mum, like, you lied to me, and all that. And now here, I don't know. Maybe he's seeing a different side of him. He's thinking, oh, yeah, shit.
Look at this MMA grab-ass bullshit. Hector the Salazar, you know him?
Why is he asking for Hector?
¿Cuáles gringos? ¿Con quién vienen?
Creo que son FBI.
Hijos de su puta madre. Who were you on the phone with earlier?
Just my mom. Just checking up on her.
Right. You following me?
What? No.
Are you with the feds?
Hey, what's A?
Give me your phone.
Good job that he didn't say that's his dad.
Sorry about that, kid. People are not always what they seem. Let's get out of here. Come on.
No te acerques a Hector. A un momento.
Oh, here we go. Put a chili in his mouth. Oh, in his eyes. What did he say that FBI on the top was? Female body inspector, is that what it is? All you have to do is read the back of it, literally, to know that they're not FBI. I mean, come on now, they think Robbie's FBI, but at least they know that Miguel's it. Miguel must know that his dad. I would definitely not tell him that he's my dad, you know. After listening to my mum and what my mum said about him, that he's a dangerous dude, and then seeing how he's quickly personality changed. Like that, mate, literally grabbing me, thinking that I was setting him up with the police. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could see intensely straight away that he is not the person that he seems. Like he just said to Miguel, people are not always as what they seem, and that goes literally perfectly for him as well.
This was wielded by Uesugi Kenshin himself. It's called Meo Ado Kyodai.
Story is only words, but Ethan's story much more valuable.
We're already the #1 dojo in the valley, but I'm thinking a lot bigger than just the valley. I have a plan that will make Cobra Kai and karate as synonymous as Starbucks and coffee.
And what is this plan?
Something I might feel comfortable confiding in my right-hand man. A toast, then. Righting the wrongs of the past.
Cuddy.
We should probably get you home. I could drive you if...
No. I'm gonna lay low a few days. Maybe a week or two. You know about Enquiry's kid? Fly too close to the sun, Chiquito. You burn your wings right off. And all there is that the sun is the government. You fly too high, they come and... They want you to sleep with one eye open. And even go back to my home in Ecuador. Can you imagine?
What happened in Ecuador?
That woman I told you about. I was practically your age when we got married. Trataron de joderme a mí, un hombre exitoso. Corruptos hijos de puta en Ecuador hicieron lo mismo. And you know what?
Miguel can't say anything, man.
Listen, I know what we need. Do you want chicharrón?
I should probably get going, actually.
Chicharrón for one.
The thing is, though, he's backpacking. Do you know what I mean? He is on his way. He has to leave at some point.
Miguel?
Hey, Ma. I'm sorry.
Tell me you're okay, Miggy.
Miguel!
Miggy?
I'm okay, Ma.
Miguel can't be mad, can they, that they're together? You know, Robbie and that. I want them to be friends, actually.
No class today. There's some business I need to take care of.
Fall in.
He's fighting the other senseis.
Chosen.
Oh, he knows him.
Have you ever heard of a man Masataka Takatsuru. Burn to Japan with the secret of great whiskey. I've had the pleasure of drinking it right where it's made. And every time I raise a glass with my old friends from Kyoto, we toast Campari.
That's a bit of a choke from him, that, isn't it?
Anyone who takes this man down gets the job, and I
Nobody is. The thing is, he don't know he's working with LaRusso, so he could still hire him.
No more expansion. No more senseis. You will beg for mercy.
So he's just revealed then that he is friends with Danny. I thought, do you know what, right, if I was going to write the story, like in my, you know what I mean, like if I had the book out now on a blank season, I would have either penned it either two ways. I have no problem with the way these have gone. Obviously, it could be way better than mine further down the line, do you know what I mean? But like, I think there were two ways I would consider. Either one, you know, with Nichols still being there, and I would have used him to train her, and obviously like with his morals, that like he was saying, do you know what I mean? Like he was basically saying you got to have honor, do you know what I mean? Without honor, then you're nothing really. And do you know what I mean? The only person that could take honor away is yourself. And like, I would have had her trading with him and learning his way and realizing that it's better than the way Silver's doing it. And maybe then she leaves and joins obviously Robbie back with obviously Johnny and you know, Daniel LaRusso and Sam and John, and you know what I mean? They're like join forces as one big strong united force against Silver. Or second is, as a mad twist, the fact that he would have still been working there, trying to gain and acquire information, and obviously like feeding Daniel here and there. And as they progress through, he's kind of enjoying it, and he's liking what he's actually saying. He's thinking, actually, it's not as bad as I thought he was going to be. Do you know what I mean? And then moved up, and maybe he switched. You know what I mean? So instead of him coming in and infiltrating Cobra Kai, he actually comes and joins and becomes the right hand man. I think that those two would have been good possibilities to go down. I mean, like, I have no problem with what they've chosen here. I like how it's open. I like how he's sussed him as well, because it looked like he was about to make him his business partner until he'd done the cheers and obviously said the wrong thing and literally blew it up. So I think it's interesting, really, the fact that obviously it's only episode 2 and we usually have a 10-episode season, so I believe we've probably got 8 more. But the fact is that we haven't actually seen many of the students fight. You know, no Nichols, no Sam. We actually haven't seen anything really of Hawk and the rest of the guys, and then we haven't really seen anything of Cobra Kai actually at all, have we? We've just seen them train maybe 1 second or something today when Nichols was obviously kicking that bag, and that's literally it. The story has been so far like heavily focused on Miguel here trying to find his dad Hector, and obviously Robbie and Johnny trying to find him, and obviously now they have done, they're going to go back and maybe obviously they work together now as a team and obviously get each other stronger. And I would like a friendship between you know, personally between Robbie and Miguel. I think that it would be really good. They're both great at fighting, and I think that they would do really well for either Miyagi-Do or Eagle Fang, whichever one they actually decide to join. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out our channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's all very interesting. You know, Miguel has found his dad, and it is pretty much confirmed that that is the right Hector that he's finding, and he's not the guy that we thought he was. You know, well, he's the guy that we kind of thought he was going to be from his mum's point of view. You know what I mean? When Sam obviously raised that question last episode about, you know, there's a reason why she fled Ecuador and she didn't tell him that she was pregnant. Do you know what I mean? And like, she's never really had no connection with him before. That's interesting. It did raise questions. And then when Miguel found him, he was really nice and kind, inviting him to dinner, and he was all happy and singing Larry and all that, mate. And now look at it. Today, we've just seen it here. He's taken Miguel around. He's shown him he's got an MMA, like, underground. I don't know if it's, like, legal business or whatnot. But in there, you know, we've seen Robert and Johnny Lawrence obviously trying to find him. And they've walked in with the FBI shirts. Now, they are asking for Hector, and obviously the business that he works in, one of his friends or one of his associates or whatever has called him and said the FBI are here, they're looking for you, and that's got him panicking. He's grabbed Miguel, you know, he's been really intense. He's gone from being a happy, friendly person to being a really intense, scary one. Tried to check if he's got wires flicking through his phones. He stopped on the picture, literally, of his mum, but he was like, you know, his attention was diverted somewhere else, and he gave Miguel the phone back and said, look, mate, you know, I'm sorry, but in this business, you know, you can never be totally, you know, 100% sure on who somebody says they are And that is a reflection on him as well. You could totally absolutely flip it. Miguel thought he was a really nice guy, good family man, rang his mum, he was even arguing with her. And then obviously you seen here, he was a really intense, scary businessman. He's carrying a gun around. They've took Miguel out of the situation. He still thinks that the feds are there obviously to get him, so they've been removed. Johnny's inside, he's fighting, he's doing his karate, do you know what I mean? He's knocked some guy out, he's squeezed one of these mad like peppers, chili things in his eyes, burnt it, and they've won, so to speak. And then they fled. They've still gone and trying to find Miguel, which they actually have done at the end. But this is after Miguel sat there in like a little bar or a shop or whatever, and he's expressed that he's had no regrets really for the business operations that he's been conducting throughout his whole life, whether it's here now in Mexico or back in Ecuador. He was saying that, you know, if you fly too close to the sun, your wing get burnt, even if it's women or the government. You know, they'll always try and pull you down. He was saying about his wife and, you know, her child, that he don't really care about her. That was pretty savage, really. But he was saying that, you know, they're only with him for his money. They try and take him for everything that he's got. That's what pure paranoid businessmen probably think. Do you know what I mean? He probably thinks of me, myself, and I'm successful and everything that I want. I'm glad that Miguel didn't drop that. That's his mum. You could see that he was kind of getting a bit rattled, and I thought he was going to spit it out there, but he didn't. He managed to withhold it. And then obviously he's left and he's found obviously Johnny and gone back to obviously gone back home. But it makes you think that, is his dad going to play a bigger factor later in the story? Do you know what I mean? I feel like it, otherwise it won't be disappointing. That's not the right word, you know, because I never really expected no story from him anyway. But the fact that he's been made up to be this big powerhouse, intimidating, you know, illegal businessman, so to speak, that, I don't know, I kind of intrigued with him now, like a little bit. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it's just me, but I am actually intrigued with him. And I want to know if he actually goes and searches Miguel himself. He does know that obviously he's a karate champion, and he's easy to probably Google it and find out him, and he'll come and visit him in his home and then see Carmen, and then obviously all hell could break loose. It's going to be interesting. It could be a potential storyline that we haven't even thought of yet. So that's where we currently are. That's episode 2 wrapped up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers guys.